It's your boy Lamontra Ham in the building, and I am in an interview with your boy KJ Wall and Shyne Productions. I also rep Grand Emperial Productions, and this is my Q&A. All my life.
All your life?
All my life.
Around what age?
I professionally started doing my own music at the age of 21.
21, okay.
How I get to start to do music, like how I start, I tend to go through life first and, use everything that I've been through as a clear drive to inspire me on any concept, on every level of subject, period. So I would say, if I had to give you a step-by-step process, I would say for one, I live a little bit, so I have something to relate to. Step two, I get in and I lock into the studio, damn near living it for the whole day, whole week, whole time. And I record as much as I can. Number three, I record and place any type of idea and try to make it concrete as best as possible.
Best possible, okay.
And then I go to sleep on it, I wake up, try it again tomorrow.
Okay. Your step one, you said you live for a while.
I live first.
What's that mean?
Basically, I live life. Like like things happen. I go to work. I, do the natural based things that gives me, a regular human based. I don't know how to really explain it. Like, I live. And anybody who really lived life knows this first process is the way to go. I live. I build my own experiences through living life regularly, and I take those experiences and push them, like the things that I've been through, and I talk about them. It basically gives me a room to have time to talk about each subject, like money. Okay, well, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And I use the new information that I learned from living life through an experience with money and put it back into the music some type of way. Yeah, but when I mean live life, I mean actually putting bullshit aside, taking time to go to like a cousin's birthday party, or hanging out with family. It could stem from anything to me just being myself and doing regular everyday things.
Just snatching inspiration from any little meager situation.
Anything.
Turn it into music.
I turn that. I let that be the fuel to the fire.
Okay.
What it takes and what it's like being an artist is originality. First and foremost, originality. And not only that, knowing what came before you. Also acknowledging your elders. Like, respecting your elders always took me a long way, because before me there was this. You know what I mean? So I respect anything that came before me, before them. And I'm still currently trying to find a way to accept new music too that I've never heard of from people I've never met, new artists that I've never heard. Not all my associates and friends have the same outlook on listening to new people, but I'm not afraid to tamper with anything, new or old, because it was always here. You know what I mean? Yeah, got to, because you want to be open to pretty much everything. Like, if you closed in to you'll never know anything new. You know what I mean? All you would know is specifically what you know, and that's it. And it's more to life than that.
Interesting.
To me, it's more to life than that.
Right.
Do I have to choose one? Because I have a list.
It would have to be one, yeah.
It'd have to be one. Okay. My one and number one, which I never want this to ever happen, God forbid, is to do a song with Kanye West.
Kanye West?
To get in the studio with Kanye West. I would love it, and I also feel like I can hate. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, like, his cadence and his style towards coming to the mic is the same way I want to approach, like, me being that charismatic. So I believe me and Ye can make a great duo on a track one day.
See yourself doing a project with him?
Anything really. Anything musically.
Okay.
I had plenty, but the one that got me to where I am now and out of high school would be Graduation by Kanye West. I don't want to get too personal. When my brother passed in 2020, that opened up my eyes on how to just keep doing it. My producers, my relationships with my friends, my mom. It's a lot of things that keep me going with the music because it's a lot of things that could stop me from doing it. So I would always think of the things that push me closer to doing it, and those things would be family, friends, and life experiences.
Okay.
To make it relatable, you know. The struggle of the young black kid, fighting and clawing his way to the top, and then once he make it there, I don't want to keep preaching that, oh, it's just a young broke kid, because you know how most artists have that, oh, I'm broke. The first album be I'm broke, and then the second album be I got money and I'm still broke. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to really push that. I want to always sound like I'm hungry through every tape. I don't want to be too content with the sounds, but I do want to wow you with what I am gonna say.
Okay.
But I want it to be like as relatable as possible. So my message would be like for kids in my era coming up in music and learning music the same way anybody, you know what I mean? Just like a fresh fan, you know what I mean? Like a fresh fan. And that's how I treat my music, like a fresh fan, and treat other people's music like I'm just now like discovering it. You know what I mean? Like it's the first moment for everything. And like I live off first moments and first experiences, and you know what I mean? So yeah, I would always set it up like that. Plenty. The one that I have on repeat right now would be any song I fell in love with when I first heard it.
What if you had a pick?
Right now, my favorite, and it's out right now. Shouts out to my boy Maurice. My song Barcode, that's out on all streaming platforms. I love that song. It's just the beat. Like, it's so much shit I could have did to it, but I did what I did and I put it out, and I love it that much. But I listen to it so many times because it's like, damn, it's missing something. I could put something more. I could put this. But I always love listening to it. And everybody has a song worm. I feel like I don't know if y'all ever watched SpongeBob, but nigga had a whole song worm in his head that kept singing one song over and over. And I think I tend to know how to fight off my song worm by playing the song rather than putting it on repeat. But if I do have a song that I like that much when I first heard it, it's already on repeat. So I have plenty of songs I play on repeat. There's never gonna be one.
Okay.
In the next 5 years or
5, 10, just after you.
if I have a hand in it, it'd be more like a stirring pot. Like everybody has a chance to put their own ingredients into it, and it'll eventually taste like some real good ass gumbo. But in the next 10 years, I think it's gonna get watered down. I hate to say it like that because I'm in it, but I think it's gonna get watered down. We're gonna have a lot of artists out here that's not talking about nothing, but they can rap about the usual things, like the basic, oh, I got 30 killers, I got the finest girl in the world, I have the largest house. You know, the stunting is always gonna be there, but what I think will never die out, if that's a better way to answer the question, is what I feel like will never die out is true hip hop, like talent. Like, you know, certain people, there's certain artists that you have like no problem listening to because you can relate to them as a person. You know what I mean? So ultimately, I think in the next 10 years, it's not gonna digress, but it's gonna get really watered down, and the sampling game might get thrown out. But I don't think it's going anywhere. But if I have a hand in the music for the next 5 to 10 years, I think it would be in a direction towards, you know, having fun like it always has. It's always been, you know, let's go to this party and let's turn up, let's have a good time. And I think that's where music will still end up going. But I think about like the party side of it will get a little bit continuously grow in popularity than most core cult attraction, cult hit songs like that. You only get your cult following fans that'll love them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? These certain songs like I don't want to go at naming nothing, but and mess up the interview. But it's plenty of songs out there and plenty of artists out there that have that cult following, and that's what's gonna make the music go further in the next 10 years. Is that cult following?
Yeah, so it ain't about the fans.
Yeah, ultimately, cause we're doing it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We doing it to make sure y'all hear us. Anything I can bob my head to all the way through. Even if it comes with a switch that makes my head bob a different way, a different tempo. Mm-hmm. I think is always having that head nod and be able to keep that person head nodding. Favorite clothing brand? No. I wear pretty much anything I look good in.
Okay, anything look good
Anything I know I'm gonna look good in. Cause I could rock some unorthodox things.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I wear women clothing though.
No dresses, man.
No dresses. Currently, me and my producer KJ Wall, my producer KJ Wall, my producer Maurice Rose, and my producer Luke Cage on the beat, Luke Kane on the beat. Those three producers, we have tracks in the mist, but anything coming up soon, I don't want to give a date for. I like to leave a mystery and surprise the fans.
Alright, no hints, maybe this year?
If it has a video coming out with it, then it's gonna get a date and time and all that. Right now, I'm in the works of doing everything, even from scratch.
Okay. Cool.
You know, and that's just making sure the sound hits. Cause I have songs for days, unreleased songs for days.
Okay.
So I'll never have a real drop date. I don't want to lie to you like Kanye. They all coexist. Everything complements each other. Like I said, it's like a pot of gumbo, and like if you're cooking in this kitchen with me, you're gonna contribute if you want to eat. That's just it.
Okay. So everything just kind of blends together.
It blends together, culminates. It back when I was in POU, my manager at the time, he used to say, as long as it comes together like butt cheeks. So yeah, as long as it comes together like butt cheeks, then it is not ass, it is not garbage. It is what it needs to be, the part and on point. As long as everything blends together, bro. That's what I aim for, and to keep your head nodding. If I can keep your head nodding from top to bottom, then I think I did what I was supposed to do with the track. Everything. I skate, I play video games, I'm an avid gamer, I also stream. My gamer tag, I'm gonna have that put on the bottom, but I'll yell out my gamer tag where I got the chance is JAKE247121. And that's for all the PlayStation Now fans out there in the world who's willing to help, like, get in the video games with me and play with me and play against me. So yeah, I play video games, I skateboard, I smoke weed. I know it's not supposed to be advocated, but I smoke weed. It helps. I like chilling with family, chilling with friends. I like DJing. I like doing a lot of music things. Like I like listening to old records. I'm a fan. Like before I was an artist, I was a fan, and I still enjoy being a fan. So I don't mind still listening to my favorite albums, my favorite songs, my favorite rappers, and getting back into fan mode while, just doing me, being human, and enjoying myself with everything. So my hobbies never stop, but I do not partake in, there's a lot of shit I don't. But I swim, I jog here and there, do exercise, I work out if I have the time. like going to the beach, like hanging out with my girls. I like to party. I like to do a lot of things. I'm a human, man, so it's probably never gonna be an end to what I might do if I have the free time to do it.
And so it's kind of like whatever it is in the moment.
Pretty much, you know what I mean? However I'm feeling, let's have some fun. I just like being occupied and being productive. Currently, since I live with mom, when I wake up, to be in a day in the life of Lamontra is realizing what you contribute to the music every day and how much of the music you can absorb. So straying aside from the music, a day to day with me is literally me putting on my pants one leg at a time and smoking a blunt to get the day started if I got weed and having a good time. Just being openly prepared for life is how I would approach being a day for me. Like, a day for me is literally being happy with who you are. A lot of people not happy with who they are really on the inside, and I know me and the music helped me discover myself, so I've always knew who I was, and always, like, when I do get up in the morning, I never forget that I'm here for a reason, you know? So I pretty much do the same thing as any person does in the morning, so I'm no better than the next. I'm just a little talented. Yes.
What is it?
Currently, I'm good. I'm a money handler. I'm gonna give it a different word, different name for it than what I actually do, so I don't degrade myself.
Yeah.
But humbly speaking, I'm a money handler and a box handler. Shouts out to Gold Shyne Productions. Shouts out to Grand Emperial Records. Shout out to Ham Records. Shouts out to Abnorm TV. Shouts out to 4am The Squad. Shouts out to Maurice. Shouts out to Luke Kane on the beat. Kick it like Luke Kane. Goddamn. Shouts out to everybody on the team, and shouts out to you out there that's watching, because you're the most important thing. We do this for you and you only. My Instagram, Twitter handle, and my Facebook handle will be Lamontra Ham on anything. Google, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Deezer, Google Play, Lamontra Ham. Type it in, and that's TRA, Lamontra Ham. And you'll find me. I'm pretty sure you will. And if you don't, look again.
It's kind of hard to misspell. I mean,
yeah, it really is. It really is.
There's only one Lamontra Ham.
It really is. I'm that number one man. I'm that number one man. And that's what I was saying earlier. The music helped me find who I really am. I used to be Jake 247 back in the day when I started it, and for multiple reasons. But I realized through working with one of my artists from 247, the group, the music group. I've learned through with one of the artists that it's okay to be yourself and even use your name. You know what I mean? So I made a play on my name, and goddamn, I learned that from a lot of. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and name him Jeremy Lucas. I learned it from Jeremy Lucas on how to incorporate your actual name as a gimmick into the music without actually being a gimmick. So yeah, shouts out to Jeremy Lucas and Abnorm TV once again. And one more shout out goes back to Grand Emperial Records, because they got your boy the Garments, and I'm about to get my shit together to get better promos and more music videos out and more content and more music. So y'all be on the lookout for me. Hand me in the building, summer boy on the building. Let's get it. Peace out.